Somebody say something sad, bro.
I think I should submit this.
I am recording this, just so you know.
Puppies.
Just edit them all together.
I know. This would be the
Bloopers.
I think we just do a one big take. So Brianna, how are you doing today?
I'm well. I'm okay. I think I have a lot on my mind.
Okay, yeah, so I'd love to hear more about that. And I know you mentioned before you came in that you definitely wanted to talk about some things you wanted to change a little bit.
Yeah, I would like to change some things. I feel like one of the issues I've been dealing with is that I really overthink things. Like it's like constantly like 1,000 thoughts running through my head in every setting that I'm in. And I'd like to change that.
Okay. Yeah. So I'd love to establish some goals for ways that we can change that. So just a format that we can use for that is a SMART goal, if you've heard of that before. So specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and then it is timely too. So we need to have like a time period for this.
Okay.
So just thinking of like, first of all, what's a specific way we can describe that?
Like what I'd like to change or like the behavior.
It sounds like you're trying to change a pattern of thought,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the exact pattern of thought that you're trying to change?
I'd like to just not think that I'm messing things up in every like setting that I'm in. Like I'd like to just not think so low of myself, and yeah, I'd like to just reverse that.
Perfect. And so what's a way you think you could measure that and knowing I am now no longer doing this in the future?
That I stop having the thoughts.
And are there any particular scenarios where you feel like those come up, where you go, oh, I know that if I'm doing this and that's not coming up, then that would be a change?
Like if I'm something. Wait, so can you repeat that? Like something
Sure.
Yeah.
So, because are there instances in particular where this is happening, or it's just all the time?
Yeah. I feel like it's all the time. Like no
Okay.
matter what I'm doing, I'm like constantly on edge about my conduct and like just how what I'm doing is like kind of not adding to the situation or maybe making it worse. Like it's like a constant.
And what's a regular instance you have where that occurs though? Because just something where you could go,
Oh yeah.
this is not situational, this is definitely like, oh, something has shifted for me, even though I'm in a similar circumstances I usually am.
Yeah, I totally think that like sometimes maybe in group settings I'm hyper conscious and feeling maybe like I'm like doing something that's bringing like down the group dynamic or maybe like not really adding to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. And so thinking of what then you want to do to change that?
I would like to maybe be more intentional about like not like giving into those thoughts and also like maybe not entertaining them. And I also would like to not think that way because I feel like it affects the way I act in group settings.
That's really, I think that sounds like it make a really big difference. What is the way then that you think you would be able to accomplish that?
I think I would be able to accomplish that by maybe like identifying the thoughts and then like when I identify them maybe like knowing what they are, right? And then once I know what they are, know I identify them, then I can like know how to just not think about them or give in to them. Yeah.
So maybe in that case, what are some particular thoughts that then come up sometimes? And you don't necessarily have to share, because we just with me you can just share the result if you want to.
Yeah.
But just thinking of then what is it exactly, so that way you know, okay, I can identify that.
Yeah.
The next time it comes, and then address it accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're saying to say like what one of the thoughts are?
You don't necessarily have to say it, but I just want to, it could help because I want you to know this is exactly what that looks like then.
Yeah. Yeah, so for example, maybe if I make a remark in a certain tone, and then I'm like, oh, Brianna, like that was really mean, and you're like you're a mean person, and therefore you shouldn't be here.
So okay, so self-judgments now, kind of
Yeah.
this, kind of like this condemning voice for yourself. Okay, and I definitely think, I mean, it sounds 100% realistic for you to do so, to change this. But what's a way you could do this that would be timely? So you something that you think would go within this period. I think I could make this shift.
I think within maybe the span of a few months, because it's years worth of behavior and thoughts that I'd be like reversing. Yeah, probably a few months.
So you, in that case, just checking that you want to establish. Okay, let's say 60 days from now, we check in and say, or 90 according to your preference, and say, how is this going with these particular thoughts, and and see whether this has been achieved, and kind of reassess from there. Okay. Well, the one thing I do just want to ask is, given that is actually, it is still a little bit from now, what's a way that you feel like you could kind of track your progress?
Well, I journal a lot, so maybe like writing down, these are thoughts that came up, and like maybe this is how I'm actively choosing not to give in to those thoughts. Maybe like documenting it and keeping track through like writing.
Perfect. No, and that sounds really natural for you too. Perfect. And I think that sounds like a really healthy way to do it. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much.